With The Force Awakens arriving on Blu-ray and DVD just a couple days ago, and the Rogue One trailer debuting a couple days after its release, it seems as if Disney and Lucasfilms has a lot of things going according to plan. So much according to plan where fans, including myself, are conjuring up theories to where the movie that's set during the same time frame as the original Star Wars trilogy may in fact have some connection with this new expanded trilogy, which I find absolutely nuts how passionate and invested the fans are within the Star Wars universe to where they make theories that could actually be pretty cool if they were true. And of course, I'm talking about the theory in which the main protagonist in Rogue One, Jyn Erso, could have a huge possibility of being Rey's mother. Now for a quick warning, this could be a spoiler-filled video as I go in depth on how that could be a possibility, so for any of those who don't want this new Star Wars film potentially spoiled, you have been warned. But if you're still here, either that you want to gain more from this theory or you just don't care at all, but either way, here we go. So, Jyn Erso from Rogue One, A Star Wars Story, in which I still think is a dumb title, could in fact be the mysterious mother figure to the very mysterious Rey in Star Wars The Force Awakens. Now, what do I think of this theory? Well, I do think it's pretty cool, but how this could be a very good and a potentially bad thing if this were true. Now, I'll cover as to why this is a good thing. First off, we get more coverage on Rey's parents, in whom she is waiting for back in Jakku in The Force Awakens, in which that in itself is a mystery. Who was really the one who delivered Rey on Jakku, as she states in The Force Awakens how she is waiting for her family and how she believes they will come back. The Force Awakens left a lot of unanswered questions, as a new trilogy should, and the mystery surrounding Rey's lineage is one of the big questions. As we see Jyn Erso in Rogue One, she is kind of a parallel to Rey, a young woman who has no one left, wants to set out to do good for herself, maybe, and eventually go on an adventure that could be life-changing. It seems with these Star Wars films, that's the formula they follow, a protagonist going on a grand scale journey where years down the line, their kids would join too. For example, Darth Vader and then Luke Skywalker. Both became Jedi, but one fell to the dark side and one went to the good side. Still in the same realm, but in different paths. But if this theory were true, this would still continue the Skywalker legacy with these new set of Star Wars films, just like how Kathleen Kennedy, the current president and CEO of Lucasfilms, promised us with this new Star Wars trilogy. Who knows, maybe these new anthology films could in fact be the spin-off films in their own, but still have that tie-in with the Skywalker family. Jyn Erso potentially being a great hero of the Rebel Alliance, whereas Rey, a great hero to the Resistance while on her way of becoming a Jedi. All the Skywalkers or those involved in the bloodline seem to go down this route. Now secondly, which is kind of more in the spoiler territory as I talk about Jyn more than Rey, in which that should happen since your trailer just arrived yesterday, Jyn could have a possibility of not dying in Rogue One. And again, if this theory were true, they would continue on with their story on how she meets up with Luke Skywalker, who could possibly be Rey's father. Since The Force Awakens has clear evidence on how it's loosely based off the expanded universe, such as Kylo Ren being the parallel between Darth Caedus or Jason Solo, who is the son to Han Solo and Princess Leia, Han Solo getting killed instead of Chewbacca, in which Chewbacca dies due to saving one of Han Solo's kids, or even Rey being a parallel to Jaina Solo, where this new universe switched that up to where she could possibly be Luke's daughter but still having the battle between the families. Now all the evidence is there on how Lucasfilms took the expanded universe and completely rewrote it. Jyn could be a parallel to Mara Jade, who in the expanded universe is the secret apprentice to Darth Vader, eventually becoming Luke's wife where they have a child, and would eventually get killed by the hands of Darth Caedus. Maybe this new Rogue One movie will be the expansion to the new Mara Jade and how she could possibly be Vader's secret apprentice learning the dark side of the Force and would meet up with Luke Skywalker. They would then have Rey, but due to Kylo Ren's rage and fall to the dark side, she is the one to be killed and then would save her daughter. As you see in The Force Awakens, Luke is staring at a tombstone at the end of the movie, and could that possibly be Jyn Erso, his wife that is so gifted in the Force, killed by his nephew, and having a daughter who's extremely gifted in the Force as well? Maybe that's why Rey is so good at everything in the movie, so we will see. Now thirdly, Jyn would possibly be in the same age range as Luke Skywalker, as Jyn could be around her early 20s, maybe later teens, which is the same exact age Luke Skywalker was in the original Star Wars film. So they could be around the same age or possibly even older, since Mara Jade is a little bit older than Luke Skywalker in the expanded universe, to save it being less creepy if either of them are like 20 years apart or some shit. And the accents that both Rey and Jyn have, which is like the most weakest argument if they were related, but maybe if there's a possibility of Rey adopting that accent when she was younger from her mother. Either that or people just speak British accents on Jakku, like, I don't know. But the reason as to why I'm not on board with this theory partly is because this would derail these anthology films as true expansions of the Star Wars universe, whereas they get away from the Skywalker storyline to try something new, since there is more to this universe than this family drama. Cause yes, they are in the same time realm as the original Star Wars trilogy. A part of me wants to see these new characters with a new story and just new everything to keep Star Wars fresh. Yes, the theory is interesting and would be pretty cool to see it play out, but I feel this would make Lucasfilms kind of afraid of thinking outside the box in a universal perspective. But even if Luke Skywalker isn't Rey's father, since none of that is confirmed yet, then this theory is halfway shut down. But anyway, I want to know what your thoughts are about Jyn Erso being Rey's mom theory, and what can you add to this theory, and what did you think of it? Whatever your thoughts are, leave it down below, and as always, you can follow me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and all that social media shit down below. Keep in contact with me, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and as always, may the Force be with you.